Hello students. Tomorrow we will work on a new unit of our curriculum. We will work on linear equations and graphs. In order for you to be able to follow the class, I want to pre-teach you some concepts we will be using a lot. You can review this video as much as you like, and tomorrow I will provide for you some index cards of the words we are going to review today. This is a slide that you will see appear tomorrow in class. There are some words that might sound unfamiliar to you. Words such as equations, slope, linear equation, or y-intercept. These words we are going to review in this video. Let's start with the word equation. Everyone knows the word equal. Two things are equal when they are basically the same, like 3 red apples on one side and 3 red apples on the other side are equal. We use the equal sign. Even if we add something on each side, both sides can still be equal if we add the same. Now we can exchange the apples by an unknown object. For example, we replace them by the letter Y on one side. We replace 3 apples or objects by the letter X on the other side. We now have two expressions, an expression on one side and an expression on the other side. We use the word expression when we use unknown objects or variables. Now we can write this visual as an equation. 2y plus 1 equals 3x. That's what we call an equation. Let's bring this together on our index card. An equation is a mathematical statement that says that two expressions are equal. An equation always has exactly one equal sign. The left side is equivalent to the right side. Some equations only have numbers, but most equations, especially the one we will work with, have unknown objects that we call variables, x, y, z, or others. Some examples, like the one we use, 2y plus 1 equals 3x, more complex examples, or number examples like 9 plus 13 equals 22. Tomorrow we will be working with the first type of equation, 2y plus 1 equals 3x. That's what we call a linear equation. What do we see in the word linear? We see the word line. These are different types of lines. Now, in a linear equation, we want to express the relationship between x and y, and this relationship is linear. And that's why we are talking about a straight line. So a linear equation can be represented by a straight line in the xy plane. Let's bring it together again on our index card. A linear equation is an equation that can be graphically represented in an xy plane by a straight line. Some examples, the one we used, or y equals 2, or more complex, like 6y equals 12x plus 36, or x equals 5. In a linear equation, the variables appear only in the first degree, x and y. We do not see an x squared or y cubed or some of the sort. Now, the third word was slope. What's the slope of a linear equation? Let's look at the word slope. Everyone knows ski and ski slopes. In a big ski resort, we have many ski slopes, and we represent them by different colors. These colors, they show how fast they go down. In this case, blue is not so steep, while black is a very steep slope. When we bring this back to the linear equation, it says the same. So we are working with a straight line, and when we talk about the slope of the line, it actually tells us or it expresses how fast the straight line goes up or down. In this case, it is for 1 unit x, we go up 2 units on the y. A slope is always a number. In this case, it is number 2. This slope is upwards. It looks more like someone walking uphill. When we think of the ski slopes, actually it looks more like it's a downhill slope. It is a negative slope. Tomorrow we will learn how to calculate the slope of a linear equation. Today I'm just focusing on the terminology. So let's put that in our index card. Slope is a number that describes both the direction, up or down, and the steepness of the line. Here are some examples. A slope is expressed as a number. It can be positive or negative. It can be low or high, steep or not so steep. The last word is the y-intercept. Let's look at the verb to intercept. It's actually the same as saying to catch. When we go back to the linear equation, y-intercept actually means where the y-axis catches the straight line. So it is, again, a number. It can be a positive or a negative number, or it can be 0. So in our index cards, it looks like this. The y-intercept is the point where the line crosses the y-axis. It is expressed as a number, can be positive or negative, or 0. And here are some examples. Tomorrow I will provide for you these 4 index cards and you can go over them again. If you have any questions, come see me before class and we can review together. Otherwise, see you tomorrow in class.